And welcome to the Bingo is Life podcast. Episode 32.
Fantastic.
Getting closer and closer to episode 33 and every number that comes after that.
Hey!
I'm Jay Zare, you know who I am. And joined by the fabulous Howdy Show brothers, Mike and Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Feels good to be fabulous. Thank
Over
you.
here,
Fabulous!
all the way from the Arts Council of the Valley, Brittany, Mum Shackles, Janine, Mongold.
Hi!
Hello.
Hey,
Very
you got
cool
new glasses.
New glasses.
They're old glasses, I'm just wearing them.
She says she looks like a cartoon character. I can't. Like,
Oh, 100%.
That like the designer chick from The Incredibles.
Oh,
And-
yes. But she was
But
older.
not Daria.
Girl, I feel that.
In the Silent Dave chair, we have a special guest. I'm really looking
Yes.
forward to hearing
Ooh,
from.
fantastic.
Real quick, let's run down the bingo. I know Brian did not win the $100. Huh?
No. It was a valiant effort.
He was a big
but-
winner for the night, though.
Yeah,
There was-
yeah. We had a nice bingo flamingo trivia round tonight. We had a lot of really good winners.
Yeah.
A lot of the music trivia was off the cuff. I was
Well-
leaning heavy on Mike that he would come up with something good.
I played Pink Floyd's Money. Yeah.
I know that's a great
good
song. You would think most people would know that song.
No.
She did
No,
not know
no.
that song.
Get out of town.
What, you don't think most people would know that song?
Well, there's people, if they're young, that don't even know who Ringo Starr is.
I mean, that's
Say
fair.
it. Say it.
Yeah.
ain't so.
yeah,
He's,
that's
he's the
fair.
most obscure Beatle.
Yeah, but I mean, Pink Floyd's like
It's
that
alright.
album's kind of iconic, and that song's like a popular song.
We're old. That's like
Oh.
somebody
Right.
asking me if I knew Reverend Bob Bluesy from 1919 on wax cylinders when I was
Yeah.
that age.
Well,
You mean Goldsmith Bob Bluesy? Yeah.
But you know what? It actually ended up all for the better though, because
We did.
the crowd started jumping up and down for the next song, which was "Jump."
Jump.
by Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Did you
Yes.
say
you
Van
kids-
Halen?
you
Yes,
kids-
I did. I started to, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe
Is it not Van
is it
Halen?
Van Helsing? No.
You kids are going to be at the Restless Moons Friday.
That's
right.
correct.
Yep,
That
yep,
is
yep.
correct.
For the people that are hearing this now, Friday. Oh, it's going to be a blast. Free show, a whole bunch of bands, and I think the weather's supposed to be nice enough that we're going to be outside. So we're going to do it outside, and should be great.
Yep.
And speaking of old things, wait. That's not the introduction.
Do you have anything?
Oh,
Wow.
Nice. I liked it. I have a cheat sheet now.
No.
I made a spreadsheet for this podcast. That's my way of showing it. I love it.
Oh.
It's my love language. This Thursday, the 28th, there's a comedy open mic at the Friendly Fermenter.
Oh, yeah, cool.
If you go to Chris's thing on Friday night at the Restless Moons and you have too much fun and you need to stretch it out, you can go there again the day afterwards, which is Saturday the 30th, at 2 o'clock for goat yoga.
Get out of town. Is that real?
It's a real thing.
Does it cost money? Of
I
course.
don't.
That's-
Yes, I think it costs money. You have to register, and it's organized by Zen Hooves.
Do you
Of course it is.
Yeah.
do you have to bring your own goat?
Oh my gosh, that's a whole other event. Let's host that one.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
we're going to bring in our guest. Let's get right to it. All the way from James Madison University.
I've heard of it.
Little place on the other side of town. This is, well, I'm not going to embarrass him by calling him a doctor, but Jason Forsyth is an associate professor of engineering at James Madison University, and that doesn't even begin to cover his.
Welcome to the
resume.
podcast.
Wow. Yeah. It's too
Happy to be here to see the kind of people that put on a bingo podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, right.
Hey, you know what? The 50 fans that we have, they're going to love this.
Right.
Tell us, you were here for the bingo. What brought you? That's how you interface with these fellows to begin with, the bingo.
Yeah, the couple weeks ago, before the semester started, my wife and I realized, the students aren't back yet. Let's go out and have some fun.
Yeah.
So we showed up at Ruby's at 4.
Nice.
And stayed, and then bingo happened,
Yeah.
and then we shut it down. So then we
Yeah.
got it back.
That's a good
We
time.
won a pizza that first night. They said you can't have the pizza tonight. You got to come next week.
That's right.
And
Oh,
so here
right.
we go.
Yeah, that's how we get
Withholding
you.
pizza.
That's how we get
Classic
you.
Rudy's.
Are you back into the swing of things? Is it kind of busy for you now?
Yeah, it's busy. It's week 6, so we're kind of right in the middle of the semester.
Wow.
People are already looking
I know.
towards fall break in a couple weeks.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes! Feels like it's like July
Yeah.
in my brain.
It probably,
Still in the July of your life, Jay.
So tell us about coins. That's why you're here.
Yeah. So somehow when we
Absolutely.
came to the first bingo, you're like our podcast. I was like, well, you got to like my Instagram.
That's right.
That's
So-
right. That's right.
And we
plug-
did.
To plug the Instagram, it's Jason's Ancient Coins.
Yes.
So I have a passion for history, and especially ancient history. And so I guess 2 years ago, I realized like you can buy coins. And I was like, wow, you can buy
Oh,
ancient
and-
coins. So I brought a couple.
Ooh.
And so
That's
the coins I collect are really of the Roman Empire and the Roman Republic.
What?
So this is an ass of Trajan. So that's what it's called.
Uh-huh.
It's a technical term.
Now,
Yeah.
do you consider yourself a numismatist?
Yeah, that's a strong word. Like when does one go from like I have coins to I'm a numismatist?
Right.
Whenever you say you do, that's how it works
That's-
now.
that's what it
in
is.
this world.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we're getting there because like I have it. So that's
I have a
that's
coin
Nero.
I have an ancient
Oh,
coin
get
in my
out of
hand
town.
right now, so that makes me one whatever
Yeah,
that
right,
thing
yeah.
is. You just
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So-
that is amazing.
Yeah, so that's Nero, and that was
Who is this on this one?
Trajan.
I've
looks
got
like-
this is a Nero coin.
Apparently,
of all
Trajan
things.
was an ass.
His
That-
face.
The coin is.
yeah.
Well, yeah, he conquered a lot, so you could call him an ass.
So what was the moment
Oh,
that you
that's
went?
awesome.
I'm kind of interested. I mean, it felt really cool to hold a piece of history in my
Yeah.
hand. So I guess was that it?
This
It
one
was
has
like going
a
on.
green pigment to it. Is that paint or is that the metal aging?
It's the metal aging. That's the patina on the metal. So all ancient coins are found in the ground. Like no one's kept them in a cabinet for
Right,
2,000 years.
right.
So here's Commodus. So if you think of Joaquin Phoenix from Gladiator.
There
So
you go.
like you asked me like how did I get into it?
Yeah.
It's this moment right here. Like oh my God, this person I've seen on TV or read about. Like
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
on TV like Nero's on TV.
Yeah.
But like it's like that's his face. That's his image. It was
Yeah.
meant in his time, and I can hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
And like, fat chubby Nero right here. Sometimes he's got a neck beard going on.
Yeah.
So
But yeah.
somebody could have been in the marketplace spending this on
A loaf of
olive
bread for
oil,
something like that.
loaf
Yeah.
of bread or
Yeah, yeah.
something. Brutus.
Yeah, and there are coins of Brutus, and so like the bronze coins you've got are like, I mean that's like a loaf of bread. Like a day's wage is this one of these silver coins, a denarius.
That's pure silver, you think?
It's about 94% typically. So you can weigh them and kind of estimate if they've debased it. So what happened in the later Roman coinage is they started giving the same coin and saying it's worth the same amount, but instead of being made of silver, they just washed it in silver. So this
Sounds
coin,
like what we're doing now with our money.
yeah,
right?
so it's inflation. So like again,
Yeah.
as a teaching point,
Yeah.
like it's our inflation. So that is supposedly a silver coin, but it's just washed in it. So the emperors would be like, I'm out of money. Let's
Yeah,
just
like-
make the money lighter.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And yeah, to your point, we print dollars, but it's in a similar thing. So like why I got into it, it's all these things. To me, like the question that drives me is like how long have people lived in a certain place? Like what's the oldest city we have, like where they've all lived? And so the fact that these people were real, sometimes the coins have buildings they made, sometimes it is images of their family, and like you can hold it in your hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
and just
tangible.
the fascination for me. That's
Yeah, no,
fundamentally what
it's
it is.
fantastic.
Now you say you just
Good night,
started
guys.
recently purchasing them.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. Yes.
Now where do you go to get them?
So-
Online auctions and
Online auctions or stores. There used to be a lot more ancient coin stores. Like you just go to a coin store. There's one actually here in town, the coin store.
Oh yeah, it used
right
to
down
be a
Easton
bank.
Walk. Yeah, it used to be a bank, and they have mainly modern coins, but they have ancient. I end up buying online more, and so there are daily auctions all over the place in the U.S. and in Europe.
How do you keep from like buying fake stuff? I mean, is there a lot of people out there trying to sell?
Yes,
things
there are
that
lots of
fake?
people. Yes, there are lots of people trying to sell fake. So at some level, you have to buy from a reputable dealer, and
Yeah.
a reputable dealer is going to tell you
That's
if
awesome.
I sold you a fake, I'll give you your money back, right? Lifetime sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
On the flip side, you try to know like is this like a known type for this coin? Is it the
Right.
right weight? Is it the right size?
So you gotta know.
You got to know,
Yeah.
yes, because if anyone listening do
Alanis
not
Morissette,
go on
you
eBay
oughta
and
know.
buy ancient coins, you'll get ripped off.
are there sophisticated forgers who are
Yes.
trying to replicate the exact ratio of the coin and
Yes,
that
the
make-
exact weight, because if I can forge a coin and sell it for $1,000, $10,000, of course I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the sexy life right there.
That's what I
That's
wanted-
what we all
that's what we
aspire
should be
to.
doing, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
people will take an authentic
Exactly.
coin, they'll make a mold of it,
Yep.
and they'll melt down some silver, and then they'll make a copy.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
And then they'll put it in some dirt and be like, "Look what we found."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had the closest experience I had to just holding that coin, which
Yep.
was amazing,
Yeah,
by the
right.
way. It feels awesome.
I feel the power.
So for 15 years ago, for my honeymoon, we went to France, and I've never been to an old city, you know. And so when you're in an old city, you walk around these like streets that have so much history, and holding that was like that. That just that you're holding a piece of like,
Yeah.
you know,
And
that's cool.
My wife and I went to France this summer, and part of that trip for me was going to places where, like, I have a coin that was minted in Lyon.
Oh,
And,
no
like, there's
way.
a picture of
Yes.
an altar
No
and a
way.
temple there, and it's like, this coin was made here, you know,
Yeah.
and that's what was cool.
Oh,
That
that's
is
awesome.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to no. You're saying you're specializing in Roman. I wanted
Yes.
to touch on that. It actually originated in Asia Minor and Anatolia. The
Yes,
coinage.
my understanding of where coinage come from is, Western Turkey, and it's the initial denominations are in kind of gold and silver bimetal.
Electrum.
coins. Yeah, electrum, which is a mixture of kind of gold and silver.
Well, I just wanted to bring up, and maybe I don't know if you know about this, but the Hermodike II, who was supposedly the wife of King Midas,
Okay.
was according to Aristotle was the originator of coinage, which is probably not true. Do you know if she was actually an historical character or not?
I don't know. My Greek history is a little lesser, but from my understanding, like Croesus in that area was the first
Right,
ones to
right.
have the bimetal coinage. Yeah.
Which brings up the question: at what point did the coinage become worth what the government said it was worth, rather than the actual value of the metal in the coin? Did that start from the very beginning?
Had to.
The value was always the intrinsic value.
It was
It's always the intrinsic value. So, like, I mean, this denarius here is worth its value because of what it's made. And
Right.
this is worth 16, of these copper coins. And so when they started debasing them, like, people would accept them, but, like, inflation, you'd have to start accepting more to get the same amount of metal content.
Okay, gotcha. The intrinsic value still determined its value in the marketplace.
Yes, I mean, I don't think we got to a nominal value type thing until, gold standard in the 1900s. We got off the gold standard in the 1900s.
Yeah.
It wasn't it the Nixon shock?
The Nixon shock was that one,
71,
yeah.
72.
Yeah.
He destroyed the Bretton Woods
Yes.
economic systems. Okay, we're getting too
I
far
thought,
into the weeds
I
here.
thought it was a guy, dude
lovely.
from Stanton, the president from Stanton.
Wilson?
Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
And he
I
did
just
something-
wanted to bring Hermodike II up because we do have
yeah.
Brittany here.
Yeah.
She was a Greek woman who was married to someone someone involved in the beginning of coinage in Anatolia and Asia Minor, and then brought it back to the Greeks.
Oh, I
You
see.
just described my exact life. Spot on, Jay.
So, do you ever collect any like American coins, or are you just no?
No.
Just
I have some that were passed down through my family. So, like, my
Yeah.
grandparents and stuff, they'd always give you the penny books or the
Right,
nickel
right.
books.
Oh, yeah,
And I collected the state quarters. So I had those.
Oh yeah.
yes.
I have those.
But do you
and
have the map that folds out and you have
Yeah.
the
I never
quarter in every
finished it.
state?
I never finished it.
Yeah, who did?
yeah.
Who did? Boy, they keep making new quarters. I mean, it's like the other day I saw someone. I had to look it up. I was like, "Who is that?"
Bingo is life quarter?
No,
Maybe?
next. That's
Yeah.
coming up.
Next.
Jason, have you ever found a silver coin in circulation? In your experience,
Not in my pocket, no.
any of you all remember
No.
that?
Yes, a long time ago.
Wow.
But yes, that actually did happen too. Because my dad was the classic. Takes all the change, throws it in. A bucket next to his bed. That's what he did.
He's like a dragon.
He'll appreciate that. Yeah.
He's like, no, I sleep next to my coins.
I've got me hoard over here.
So, Jason, do you have a one you're looking for right now? Like, I know if you're in a collecting
Right.
mode, there's like always something out there. Like, what's one you're hot for right now?
So there's a coin
That's a good
of
one.
Octavian, who later became Augustus, the first emperor, and it's on the obverse it's just a picture of him, but on the reverse it's this picture of Venus kind of turned around, and my wife calls it the butt coin. So,
Yeah,
she's
it's
gonna
okay.
be mad when she hears this, but yeah, that's the coin I'm after, is the butt coin. Yeah.
And you already
Okay.
have a coin about the ass, right?
Well, this
You have
is an ass.
An
yeah.
ass coin.
Yeah.
So, wow, this is a really interesting
the-
specialization into your collection.
Yeah, the Greeks had, nymphs and
Wow.
satyrs like
Yeah.
stealing people away.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Got to collect them all.
Yeah.
Also
it's
in
like
the
Pokemon.
hot four is the badonkadonk coin.
Am I allowed to ask about ubiquitous computing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What is the Internet of Things?
It's a trade buzzword that means everything and nothing.
man.
But the idea of ubiquitous computing comes out of some researchers in the 80s where they saw like computers getting smaller, communication everywhere, and they said, well, what if we embedded all that technology in our environment rather than it, capturing our faces the way it does today?
Right.
And so they kind of envisioned a world where the things were responsive and predictive and helpful for you. So that's the vision, that computing's embedded in your clothing, the buildings, the environments, but right now we've made it all in your phone.
All right. I mean, this is. I'm just jumping straight to where my brain goes. How scared are you of AI? I just want to know.
Especially if it's living in your clothes.
Yeah.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Right? I just imagine like
Do you?
your
I mean,
collar, like, just getting
you work
teared.
with it every day, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. My students will ask for everything. Can I just use ChatGPT for that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new tool like anything else. Like people were scared when calculators came around and computers came around, and I guess the worry with this is that
Jay, what was it like when calculators first came out?
It was,
because
you
the
weren't
first
allowed
thing
to bring them into math class. I remember that.
It was really over when the abacus came in. That was when it started being a problem.
I'm old enough to have used a slide rule in school. That's
Oh,
old.
that's
I am.
bad.
So
I'm sorry, we interrupted.
Yeah.
We
No,
do
it-
that.
it-
It's the thing we do.
I guess I'm not so worried. But we've got to take advantage. We have to take care with it, otherwise it's just going to get used everywhere, and I think we'll lose this idea of truth. Like,
Right.
if news and images and video are just generated by AI everywhere, like, what's real?
Yeah. So we both work in education. Is our and he's actually head of technology in Augusta County. So he's kind of facing he's facing it right on. As far as just dealing with students wanting. I mean.
Yeah.
We're just getting started, and they it's there.
Oh,
I
they're
mean,
ready for it.
They are 100% ready for it. So how do you? But you deal with wearable computing, right?
yes.
So like Fitbit style
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the class projects I have in a senior class is to build a Fitbit. I give you a little computer, an accelerometer, and
Awesome.
the final test is I just have you walk around the building, and how accurate you are, that's kind of your grade.
What is
Oh,
what is
fun.
the tab? The thing that's like a 1 centimeter. I saw that on the. Is that part of the wearable technology?
The tab?
It was called a tab, or is it, there's little tiny computing devices that are very small that you would wear.
Yeah, it could probably be like that. Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Jay. You did your research, buddy. Yeah. Listen to me, I'm like, so it's like a Fitbit, right?
What is a Fitbit? Because I'm not fit.
Tab's that soda we used to drink, Jay.
Anyway, that
What about do you collect Bitcoin?
No, that's a scam.
Right.
There was a time I mined Bitcoin when the price was high enough.
Oh, okay.
successfully.
Yeah, I could make $4 a day just continuously running my computer, and so it adds up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Whoa.
It is kind of it's a Ponzi scheme. The entire
is.
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah, would
Yeah.
you like this fake number and give me real goods?
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
sense.
are you into the whole theory of money and on a higher level or beyond just the actual having the artifact?
I mean, I think I have an understanding of it from the collection, and my
Right.
understanding of history is it's just a medium of exchange to help
Right.
us do things. Took the econ classes in college.
Yeah.
That's a start.
How did you get all those? How did the people get all these minors? How did you do like computer science and religion and culture at the same time?
So for some things, it's really easy to pick up another minor. Like I'm an engineer. Oh, I can get a math minor. I take one more course.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was advising a student today. He's like, I can get a math minor. I was like, you're an engineer. You don't need a math minor. Like
Yeah.
you can do math.
Yeah.
I'm a computer engineer. I took one more course to get a computer science minor. You're a
Secrets
computer-
of the trade.
Right, but it's like, what's that ever going to help you in life? I tell them the lessons I should have learned. But the religion and culture was something completely orthogonal to my daily life. So like, we're sitting here talking about logic and math, and then you go to another classroom, they're like, what's the nature of God? And it's like, oh, that was refreshing to have just an entirely different thought process.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there you go. Next week, the nature of God.
Did you speak more than one language?
No, not effectively.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So I did have the really awesome experience of when I was in France. I had been working on my French. I was like, and so I walked into the patisserie. And I said, bonjour. And they go, bonjour. And then they really started talking. And I was like,
You made a mistake.
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah.
That was
Bonjour
just
was it.
That was it. Yeah. It's
They
okay.
gave you the rude American treatment after that.
Oh, no. Yeah, they really did. This
Total
was-
French scorn. You
Yeah.
wanted a scone. You got the scorn.
So, Jason, how long have you been in Harrisonburg at JMU?
This is the start of my 6th year, so I got here in 2018.
So you're totally
you're
acclimated and know everything.
I like the town. It's fun. It's nice.
Awesome. Where'd you come from? Where's your home?
My home's from Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, good.
So I went to Virginia Tech, and I was there for all my degrees. So I was there for 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Then we were in Pennsylvania for 3 years, and then here.
Very
Okay,
cool.
cool. I was just in Pennsylvania in the hometown of Jimmy Stewart. It's true. I can't even tell you the name of that town anymore.
Indiana?
Thank
Indiana,
you.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's interesting. So Blacksburg was, God, that's like the partiest city. Sorry, that's just
No,
that's my like take on that city. It's an interesting town. I mean, only because he lived there.
Just right.
Let's get. We're going to wrap it up. Give us some advice to anybody who's listening who'd be interested in getting into coin collecting. What's your parting word on that?
There's a lot of
And plug your site again.
Sure. So the Instagram I have is Jason's Ancient Coins, and it's a collection of my coins and my writing with pictures kind of from travels. I think if you're interested, knowledge first. So there, you can go online anywhere and buy things, but you want to know what's accurate, what's good. You want to know what you like. Honestly, there are a bunch of great YouTube videos and channels you can watch. Classical Numismatics channel, the Aaron Burke channel, if you're trying to watch things. So yeah, I think learn what you like, see lots of stuff, go to museums, go to shows, and then pick something. And it doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. So, I mean, this coin right here is, things go from, everything on the table here is $5 to $100.
Oh,
so
cool.
there's everything for everyone's budget.
I was thinking thousands.
I was too. I was
afraid to ask.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything either. I was like, how much money does he have there?
I didn't know you guys well enough, so yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap that up then. That's it for episode 32.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Oh,
thanks,
yeah,
guys.
thank you so much, man. That was
And,
awesome.
Thanks again to our sponsors, Clementine and Ruby's Arcade. In the historic Wine Brothers building in downtown Harrisonburg. We're here at 7:30 almost every Tuesday for Bingo is Life, live and in person in the podcast anytime you want to on the internet. See you next week, kids.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bingo is Life, a post-bingo Harrisonburg podcast, is brought to you by the Brothers How to Show and our friends at Ruby's Arcade in downtown Harrisonburg, Virginia. If you've enjoyed the show and feel it's worth spreading a little joy in this world, please tell just one person that you like this podcast. Word of mouth, more than any other form of promotion, is how creative works get noticed and sustain themselves. Thank you, Andrew Hickey, for that bit of wisdom, and thank you, listeners, for being part of the fun.